It's Madden NFL 23, and all eyes are on the Monarchs' superstar tight end. He's been a production machine with a 1,200-yard season thus far. It's the Monarchs and the Colts, next on Madden Football.
First opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the London Monarchs and the Indianapolis Colts. Brandon Gunn alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Colts in this matchup, but with how good they have been, it's not often that we can say they come into a game truly facing a challenge. But Charles, that's the case this week.
Absolutely. What a challenge it is, because they're now coming into this one and they don't exactly have a clear advantage, something that they usually possess in every game they play with the way that they throw the football. I can't wait to see if they change things, if they emphasize different things than we've seen throughout this season, how they go about trying to move the ball downfield.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Indianapolis. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of a season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Ready, Brick.
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. Steps away. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lawrence. And he comes back with 1 complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Lawrence on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some room to roam now. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Monarchs have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot. But nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Ready?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready? Mustang 19. Win.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. Point after here coming up. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And the Colts coming out now. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Christian Harris in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taking it about the 36. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. London about set to take over on offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now
and it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Monarchs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just 1 play resulting in the touchdown. from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Lawrence. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
It leads to second and 10.
Lawrence will throw. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away at incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now Lawrence. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Harris on the tackle.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The last run got 6. Now second and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 101 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ready? Hey, check that, street. Ready?
On first down, Dawkins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll drop to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 26. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Monarchs are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Now Lawrence on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone, so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence down around his goal line. And that is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
60 Maverick.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Monarchs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Lawrence to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point splits the uprights. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Well, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
It'll be Cruz here on the carry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cruz. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to let it go again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Christian Harris. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. To try again after the sack. Lawrence. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Christian Harris in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Christian Harris, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
London about set to take over on offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a handoff up the middle. Dawkins. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown! A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Monarchs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And they will not have time to get another play in here. Back now here on EA Sports, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 17.
The Colts on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. There he goes left side. And he will have a touchdown. He goes 67 yards on the punt return. And the Monarchs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. Partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he will find his man on the outside. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And to throw again is Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
London about set to take over on offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
You ready to roll? Come on, come on. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Check. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
at the 43-yard line.
Lawrence. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll look to throw again. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of it.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. London about set to take over on offense. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw?
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. After the sack on 1st down, Lawrence. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So they got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
He's going to go up top again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. maybe for his own sake after the game.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A final shot now for Lawrence. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no